Hello, beautiful people. Oh, I'm hyped up. It's Friday. Woo, 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 woo.
About to get out of here.
Yes, I need one of those things that you can pull and it goes pow. Yes. Welcome back to an all-new episode of Point of View. Coming up on today's show, our guest has a story that has captured national attention. Her family was targeted by her HOA, singled out because her 5-year-old son was swinging on a tree and playing with rocks. Now, come on. Just being a child. And somehow that turned into accusations, complaints, and chaos. So, what's happening now? We're breaking it down with our guest today, Ariel B. Welcome to POV.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
And later, we're diving into what it truly means to survive motherhood as a single Black woman in America. The strength it takes, the challenges no one talks about, and the resilience behind the scenes. Oh yeah, the resilience. So grab your seat and join the discussion. You're watching POV. For those of you who may not be familiar with our guest, this is Ariel B.
Hi.
A single mother who recently got a legal letter from her HOA accusing her 5-year-old son, Owen, of being a public annoyance and a public nuisance just for swinging on a magnolia tree near his school bus stop. Then on top of that, they demanded over $382 in attorney fees and warned her that more legal trouble could follow if she didn't comply. There was zero warning, no conversation, nothing. Ariel, please take us back to that moment. What was your initial reaction when you opened that letter from the HOA?
First, thank you guys for having me so much. I really do appreciate it. I was new to the neighborhood. I moved there in March. I never had any letters or warning from the HOA ever. So I wasn't shocked when I got the envelope because I'd never gotten one before.
Okay.
So I didn't know if it was maybe breaking down policy, rules, and procedures, if it was explaining to me that I did do something wrong or welcome to the neighborhood. I didn't know what it was. Mm-hmm. So when I got it, I wasn't fearful. I wasn't afraid. I just opened the letter.
Yes.
I did find it weird that it was stamped with an attorney's letterhead, though. So I knew it came 4 times before I got the letter in the mail. So they sent it over and over every day. They used the community funds to make sure that I got the letter. I was either not home or I was at work, and I wasn't expecting the letter, so I wasn't waiting for it. Mm-hmm. When I did open it and I began to read it, I got sick to my stomach. I never read anything like this before, and I didn't understand how. I knew exactly who did it. I just didn't understand how we got here.
Well, you said you've never experienced this level of hatred and isolation over a child in a community.
No, I knew my HOA president's name is Kathy, and I knew she had an issue with my children at the bus stop because since I was new to that neighborhood, I had a couple of neighbors that had walked to my home to let me know.
Wow.
Hi, my name is Steven. I'm new to the neighborhood. I just want to let you know your son got on the bus crying this morning. Hi, my name is Samantha. I want to let you know I couldn't really hear what was happening, but it didn't sound positive. Maybe you should say something to the HOA. And that's when I asked, is it a building? Is it a location? Where do I go? And one of my neighbors directed me to who the HOA president was in the community. So I walked to her house before I got the letter.
Okay.
So
She
they
was
were
outside.
warning you about the person, or like
They warned me that there was a situation that didn't seem healthy for a child
What?
Between your child and the HOA.
in the HOA.
My God.
And the way it was described to me is my child is at the bus stop.
Yes.
Her home is directly across the street from the bus stop, and she's yelling at him from across the street. She
What?
never even crossed the asphalt to speak to him to his face. She repeatedly would yell at him in the mornings. This is 7:30, 7:40 in the morning from across the street. So that's the only reason other neighbors were able to hear.
But she wasn't speaking with you.
No, I wasn't there.
She's yelling at the child. She
She's
didn't
yelling
come
at
down
the
to
kindergarten.
talk with you, nothing. She just,
Never.
wow.
And so is she still the HOA president?
She is.
What?
And they have a meeting tonight at 6:30.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. Does she have a name?
From what I know, her name is Kathy. I do not know her last name.
We gotta find out her last name.
Wow. So you created a Q&A and personally went door to door speaking with your neighbors to get their perspective.
Right.
How was that?
Well, I have a loving and supportive mother at home. So when I read her the letter, she kind of broke it down to me that if me and you had an altercation, it is up to you to get your own attorney and come from me personally. It didn't come from Kathy. It came from the neighborhood.
Okay.
So when it comes from the neighborhood, you use the neighborhood funds to send an attorney my way. Kathy did not play with her money. She played with the money of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
She didn't acquire an attorney on her own. So that's why I thought it was my business to ask the neighborhood.
Yes.
Because whether the attorney suit goes through or I defend myself, the funds that it's going to take the neighborhood to sue my kid is going to come from every household's pocket.
Wow.
Because Kathy didn't play with her money.
Right.
She played with the neighborhood's money. So then I wanted to ask the neighborhood, is my son a public nuisance?
Yeah.
It was no need to ask Kathy anymore.
And what was the consensus?
I didn't get one back that said yes. I would say out of the 66 homes in my neighborhood, 40 of them said no, Owen was not a public nuisance. I'd say about 15 to 16 homes I didn't get a response from, whether they were renters, whether the home is an Airbnb or they weren't home. And then I did get about 12 that said they did not know who Owen was at all. That were my options.
So
yes,
since then, I'm sorry.
You're okay.
What has that been like in I think it was a couple months ago, right?
it happened in September. I got the first letter September 24th.
So what has it been like for him, like at the bus stop? Is he still, at the bus stop in the mornings or like?
I've rearranged my schedule and Owen doesn't take the bus without me. If he gets on the bus, it's because I've made time to wait there and get him on, or I drive him to school.
Wow.
Because her house is across the street, so her availability to watch him or record him is more than what I have. So I can't say the bus comes at 3:30 and I'm not there right away. All she has to do is open her window and she can see him. I can't.
Oh, that's insane.
Wow.
That is
So I either
absolutely
make sure myself is available or I provide his transportation since then.
After receiving so much support from your neighbors, from social media, did that make you more confident to pursue the case with the HOA?
No,
No, you were just going to do it anyway.
no.
Oh.
I was very fearful.
Oh.
I had reached out to 3 or 4 attorneys. I had several tell me to be quiet. I had several to tell me HOAs can take your house.
What?
This is a uphill battle. Their resources are endless. I was told several times, just pay the money.
What?
Just pay the money and apologize. I had one neighbor tell me she's not one to play with. If you have the
What?
funds to pay it, pay
So
it.
nobody been coming after Kathy. Nobody stood up to her. Everybody's just kind of been like, okay, this is just
Just
Kathy.
relent to Kathy.
Once I let the neighborhood know and I sent out a family photo, the family photo shows a single mother and 5 African-American children. So a lot of the people that took the time to come to my door had skin color like mine. A lot of people that just answered either left it in my mailbox or left it on my driveway. The people that knocked on my door and waited, skin color was like mine. Was a Spanish woman in my neighborhood that barely speaks English, but took the time to translate my letter to come speak to me.
Yeah.
And I'm translating it on Google
Yeah.
just so we can have some sort of, because if she took the time to come to me,
Yes.
I should take the time to speak to her.
Yeah.
So a lot of African American people in my neighborhood have been quiet or have said nothing or have said, I'm so sorry, but it looks like you may have the voice that could change the neighborhood. We've tried, or this didn't work.
They gave up.
Or the meetings used to be in public, but they got violent and loud, so now they're online. And when you say something that Kathy doesn't like, she can just mute you.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
They used to be in person. It's a small neighborhood. It's one way in, one way out. They used to be in person, and they're
There's
not.
no way to figure out what Kathy's full name is. You guys don't have access to that.
What you gonna do
I
with
can
Kathy
figure
now?
it
You
out.
scaring me.
No, we need to put it out there.
Yeah.
No, because I'm very big on understanding your
Yeah.
rights. Y'all know I'm
Yeah.
big on
Yeah.
your private rights, right?
Yeah.
She cannot do what she's doing. She's only been able to do that because people don't understand their rights.
Yeah.
Correct.
And so if we have her full name, then we can petition to do something about it. We can go to the state. We can go to the federal level, depending on how far she wants to take it. But she's only been able to do this because she feels like nobody else is going to do anything about it.
Yeah.
Everybody is just laying down and just letting her do this, and it's been going on for years and years and years. No, you guys need to stand up to her. If she does this to a 5-year-old boy, imagine the things she is going to do, or imagine the things she has gotten away with.
Yeah.
We don't even know. It's like, no, we need to take this all the way there. And I'm sorry that you didn't get the support of your African-American brothers and sisters, because I would think at a time like this, that's where we rally together to figure it out. Even though we've lost in the past, that doesn't mean we're going to lose today.
I agree.
Those your other African American brothers and sisters, do they have children? Have they had the same problems?
They have children. I have one specific family that came over and spoke to me, and I left my number on the bottom of every paper if anyone wanted to text me.
Yeah.
Some people texted me. Some people sent photos of their families and would say things like, she's the only one in the neighborhood that doesn't wave. She's the only one in the neighborhood that finds our houses more than other houses. So I did dig and begin to figure out my rights. And I went to my HOA. I want to know every fine of every household that has been hit with a fine with the HOA. Who is the legal system for the HOA being used to target in this neighborhood?
Yep.
And then I'm going to figure it out, and then we go door to door again.
We're gonna come back. We have to take a quick commercial break, but don't come back. I mean, do come back. What did I say? Don't y'all do that. You come back here. The POV. Welcome back. Glad you came back. Now it's time to get into all things love, life, relationships, and everything in between. Let's get into Girlfriend's Guide. So before we move on, though, we have a few follow-up questions that we didn't get to ask. Go ahead.
No, I really wanted to know, like, where are you right now? What's the update? What's the status on what's going on at this current moment?
Because my story went as far as it did, me and my family are being legally represented at this time, and the attorney is contacting the HOA as well as Kathy about this issue, and they haven't answered at all.
Wow.
Raquel, please tell everyone watching to support Ariel, follow her, do whatever it takes to just be a part of this movement.
Please support Ariel. Well, you said it, but please support Ariel in this situation. This is ridiculous. Where can they support you? Where can they find you?
On all platforms, I am the _Ariel B. Facebook, I am Ariel Stephanie, and that's where we're at. Everywhere: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Wow. Support, you guys. Surviving single motherhood. And apparently this crazy HOA. It's easier said than done. The reality is so many mothers are in this situation as single parents, sometimes feeling lost and overwhelmed. Our guest today doesn't just talk about it. She shares her life with millions of followers, creating content that other single moms and families can truly relate to. Ariel, your content is all about navigating single motherhood. When did you decide to pick up the camera and start sharing your family story with the world?
I never started posting because I thought I was good at it. I never started posting because I thought I looked good, my house was aesthetic. I started posting because the way I was seeing motherhood on my feed didn't represent my household.
Okay.
So I did it out of a lack. I did it out of wanting to be seen. I can probably say I started social media probably from a negative space.
Oh, okay.
I didn't feel seen. I didn't feel valued. I didn't feel like I had a voice. So social media put me out there in front of people that weren't from my neighborhood, weren't from my high school, didn't know me from my college. And I was hoping to build a community that I hadn't found outside.
If followers could take just one thing away from the content that you post, what would it be?
Do what makes you happy. And it doesn't have to be the same thing every day. Do what makes you happy. Genuinely show up as yourself. Don't jump on all the trends. Don't copy another mom who had a cleaner kitchen. Show up exactly how you are. Because I think in our downfalls, in our weaknesses is where you find community. I think it's easy to project to be perfect.
Yeah.
But can you post every day if you're perfect? Or is it easy to show up, hey, Monday was great, but Tuesday wasn't.
Yeah.
Wednesday was in the middle.
Yeah.
And I think that's okay. And I think that's a little bit more relatable than every day I clean my kitchen and I smile and there's no one else behind the lens.
But you get it all.
Yeah.
You get all of it.
I think it's really just speaks to also like the call on your life. Because I feel like maybe out of necessity of wanting to create the community or be seen, you started to create content, but in that there is a divine purpose, because now, maybe as hard that it is for your family to navigate this situation, God has also blessed you with a platform from what you originally created, maybe out of lack, where you can show people how to stand up for themselves, how to stand up, for their children, their families, even as a single mom. And so I think that that is just going to be amazing to see and to continue to follow your story. And I know that, either way, however this turns out, you will be triumphant. You are already triumphant. So, we're believing with you.
Yeah, thank you.
Sure. What are some of the biggest challenges you face as a single mother?
Online or in real life?
Well, let's say both then.
I'd say in real life, okay. I don't know how to say this kindly. I think the world is very used to Black women being quiet.
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid to be loud or myself, whether that is wrong. I'm okay with taking corrective criticism or adjusting as I go. But I stand 10 toes down behind my kids, right, wrong, or behind. I'll never go into a parent-teacher conference and let my kids' teachers think that they can have me on their side to bully my kids. My job is to support my kids, to raise them to be good adults. Yeah. So maybe critiquing them in front of people that I leave them alone with for 10 hours a day isn't the right thing. Because I need my kid to feel safe to come home to tell me the truth. Right. And sometimes that will be opposite of what the teacher thinks of my child.
Oh, my God.
So sometimes it is very intimidating for a school to welcome my children because you have a mother that's going to speak up when my daughter comes home and says that you called her classroom a hot mess and I'd rather teach somebody else. My kids are a threat in a lot of classrooms because they do have a mother at home. And I will make the time, I will call off work, and I will sit there. I'm not the mother that you will call and the voicemail will always be left. So it is very hard in the real world for people to accept my children because they don't come alone.
Yeah.
And that is
My
very
God,
intimidating.
my God.
Yeah. My mom was like that. Man, I'll tell her, look, call my mom. Call my mom. Because she knew I'd tell her the truth. And I was able to have that confidence in my mom to say, call my mom. Because I had some times at school as well.
Yeah.
So I totally understand. Yeah.
And even if you
it's a
circle back to the
confidence.
HOA, people are like, oh, well, why didn't your son just get down and apologize? For what?
What? For being a child?
He touched a branch. He wasn't within the tree. She described him in the letter as if he was a monkey. She said swinging beneath the branch, swinging amongst the branches. How does a 40-inch child swing amongst the branches without being depicted as an orangutan?
Oh,
You know, one thing we haven't highlighted, I want us, you, to really describe the relationship you have with your children, because that's really what I wanted to know when you first started, but I didn't know how to gear that question. Like, what did you do to make them feel safe with you? I think a lot of mothers need to hear that.
I think that I told my children that I was human. I think a lot of times when we birth our children, we come from a superiority complex.
Okay.
I am the mother. I am the provider. So you should just follow me. But even though you follow me, I have bad days.
Yeah.
I have weaknesses.
Yeah.
I've made mistakes.
Yeah.
So instead of making my oldest daughter feel like, hey, don't date now, don't have sex before marriage, I'm honest with her. And I said, I did.
Yeah.
And I did it because I wasn't confident enough in myself. And I did it because a lot of girls in my class didn't look like me and they had boyfriends and I didn't. So I did whatever I could to get a boyfriend. So instead of making her feel like her natural urges to be seen as a bad thing, I come to her and I relate to her. I feel like my mother had shortcomings, but she thought showing me that she didn't was better than showing me that she did.
Yeah.
And again, I think that's why I come with my faults to social media, because when you perceive to be perfect,
Yeah.
your audience cannot relate to you. Life is hard. Life is gray. Life is heavy. And if everything is perfect, I can't hang out with you.
Yeah.
Because I'm not. I'm small. I made mistakes.
Yeah.
I married a man that beat me. I made mistakes.
Yes.
Oh, I love you, girl.
That's amazing. That's
So I come to them honestly.
Yeah.
You want to try pot? Why? What about it makes it intriguing to you? Is it the people or is it the sensation?
Yeah.
And if it's the sensation, what else can we do to get you that feeling?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have to be drugs.
Yeah.
And if you're only doing it to be seen by your friends, how long are they your friends?
Yeah.
The people that I looked up to and did the craziest stuff with in high school have never called my phone.
Wow.
So when these people leave, who are you alone in the dark? Who are you? What scares you?
Love that. That's a great relationship. It really builds confidence
Yeah.
with your mom, with your parent. It builds that confidence when you're really able when they come to you infallible.
It's a walk.
Yeah.
It's not a finish line. I'm not there yet. I'm
Yeah.
not perfect. I feel like God's still molding me.
Yeah.
So why doesn't my son deserve the same grace?
Yeah.
He does.
I love
He
that.
does deserve the same thing.
Yes.
Don't make me cry.
I know.
I'm
We
like,
need tissue.
I have the jitters
Yes.
and the chills, and I'm shaking on the inside. And even when you were saying about telling your children, like your daughter especially, that you're human. And I know how healing that is, because I remember at the point when I realized that my mom was a human, and that changed our whole relationship. But, even the way that you're saying it is like perspective shifting for me, and how I'm approaching my children so that they don't have to be like me and find out one day that you are human versus, you standing in front and creating that safe space now to know, hey, I'm just figuring it out just like you.
I'd rather be her mirror than her wall. I don't want her to have to beat me.
Yeah.
She is me.
I love that.
I am her.
Yes.
So I'd rather walk with her than make her feel like
Yes.
she's in competition with me. I want her to be better than me.
Yes.
So all I can do is be her mirror.
Are you writing a book?
No.
Please do it.
You write that book.
Like,
I'm like,
No.
there's so much passion.
Yeah.
It needs to be in a book. People need
appreciate
access to this, the full story on
I
a regular
appreciate
basis.
you.
I definitely would support.
Authenticity,
Thank
your
you. I appreciate
rawness,
it.
your realness. I know all the mothers watching feel connected
I
to you.
appreciate
Thank you. You probably healed some mothers watching.
Absolutely.
Like,
I appreciate you.
wow. Thank you for sharing.
And when you show that on camera,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that's that love, that
Yeah.
God grace that you're showing to other women, other mothers that they can really relate to. And I pray they're really learning that, because that's beautiful.
Thank you.
To say, I want to be her mirror, and I don't want to be, like her competition.
Yeah.
I want to walk with her. I
Yeah.
love that.
And that
Yes.
full circle moment, I feel like is definitely, I can't wait till that happens. Because, just thinking about how the Bible says that all things work together for the good, and so I know that even as painful as this is, I cannot wait to see like how it really, comes
I
together.
appreciate you very much for
It's
that.
not by accident.
Thank you.
Wow, you all. Well, you heard it right here. We're so happy to have you. Thank you
I
so
appreciate you all.
much.
Thank you
I
so
mean,
much.
just that alone is so encouraging what you said, because I know that's a lot, but what would you say that to encourage others? But that,
Thank you.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
That's a wrap for today's episode. It's Friday. I gotta say it again. But before we go, we'll leave you with the quote for the day. Every challenge you overcome as a mother builds a legacy of strength and love. Glory to God. Thanks for hanging out with us on POV. And don't you forget, you can catch us Monday through Friday only on Afro TV.